What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Raggedy Ass Bitch TV, where we talk about the audacity of people who don't mind their business. I'm your host, and today we need to discuss something that drives parents absolutely insane. I'm talking about people who give unsolicited parenting advice. People who see you parenting your own child and decide they need to tell you how to do it better, even though nobody asked them, especially when nobody asked them. Let's get into it. Okay, so picture this. You are out in public with your kid, could be at the grocery store, the park, a restaurant, doesn't matter. You're handling a situation. Maybe your kid is having a tantrum. Maybe they're being picky about food. Maybe they just don't want to wear their jacket. You are the parent. You know your kid. You are dealing with it. And then some random person walks up to you and says, "You know what you should do?" I'm sorry, what? Did I ask you? Did I look at you and say, "Excuse me, stranger, I need your opinion on how to raise my child"? No? Then why are you talking? Because here's the thing. Unsolicited advice is never welcome. But unsolicited parenting advice? That's a whole different level of audacity. You are essentially telling someone, "I think you're doing a bad job raising your kid, so let me tell you how to do it right." And that's insulting. That's judgmental. That's rude. And it's always people who don't know your situation. They don't know your kid. They don't know what you've already tried. They don't know what works for your family. But they see one moment, one snapshot of your life, and suddenly they are an expert. Have you tried giving them a snack? Kids get cranky when they're hungry. Yes, Karen, I have tried giving them a snack. My child has been fed. They're not hungry. They're 3 years old and they're upset because I wouldn't let them eat dirt. But thank you for assuming I don't know how to feed my own child. Or the classic, back in my day, we didn't let kids act like that. Okay, well, back in your day, people also smoked cigarettes in hospitals and didn't wear seatbelts. So maybe your day wasn't that great. Times change. Parenting evolves. What worked for you might not work for everyone. And frankly, I didn't ask for a history lesson. I asked for nothing. But here's what I think is really happening. I think people give unsolicited parenting advice because they think they are being helpful. They see a parent struggling and they think, "Oh, I've been there. Let me help." And I get that impulse. I do. Parenting is hard, and sometimes we all need support. But there's a difference between offering help and forcing your opinion on someone. If you want to help, you can say, "Hey, is there anything I can do?" Or, "Do you need a hand?" But don't just start telling someone how to parent their kid. That's not helpful. That's judgmental. And let me break down the types of unsolicited parenting advice because they come in different flavors. Type 1, the expert advice giver. This person has read all the parenting books, they follow all the Instagram accounts, they know the right way to parent, and they are going to tell you about it, whether you want to hear it or not. Have you read this book? You really should. It changed my life. You know, research shows that. Studies say that children who... I don't care what studies say. I care about my kid, and what works for your kid might not work for mine. Because kids are different. What works for one child doesn't necessarily work for another. But these people act like there's a one-size-fits-all approach to parenting. Like if you just follow the formula, everything will be perfect. That's not how kids work. That's not how life works. Type 2. The I raised kids so I know everything advice giver. This is usually an older person, grandparent age, who thinks that because they raised kids 30 years ago, they know better than you. I raised 3 kids and they all turned out fine. When my kids were little, I never had these problems. You're making it too complicated. Just do what I did. Okay, but your kids are adults now, and you don't remember half of what you actually did. You're remembering the good parts and forgetting all the times you struggled, all the times you didn't know what to do, all the times you probably got unsolicited advice too. Nostalgia is making you think parenting was easier back then. It wasn't. You just don't remember. Type 3. The I don't even have kids but advice giver. Oh, this one. This one is special. This is the person who has never been a parent but somehow thinks they know exactly how parenting should be done. If I had kids, I would never let them. Kids these days are so spoiled because parents don't. When I was a kid, my parents... Stop. Just stop right there. You don't have kids. You have never been responsible for a whole human being 24/7. You've never dealt with the exhaustion, the constant decision making, the judgment from everyone around you. So, respectfully, you don't know what you're talking about. It's real easy to have opinions about parenting when you're not actually doing it. It's real easy to say, I would never, when you've never been in that situation. But until you've actually been a parent, your opinion doesn't count. Sorry. Because here's the thing about parenting. It's hard. It's harder than anyone who hasn't done it can possibly understand. You're tired, you're stressed, you're constantly second-guessing yourself. You're trying to keep a tiny human alive while also teaching them how to be a good person, while also working, maintaining a home, maintaining relationships, maintaining your sanity. And then, someone who knows nothing about your situation decides to tell you you're doing it wrong. Do you know how that feels? It feels like you're already struggling and someone just came along and kicked you while you're down. And the worst part, it makes you doubt yourself. Even when you know you're doing the right thing for your kid, that little voice in your head starts asking, but what if they are right? What if I'm doing it wrong? And that's exhausting. That's demoralizing. Parents don't need more doubt. We don't need more judgment. We don't need more people telling us we're not good enough. We need support. We need encouragement. We need people to trust that we know our own kids. And can we address the topics people love to give advice about? Because it's always the same things. Feeding. You're giving them that? Don't you know? Sleeping. You're still co-sleeping? That's not good for discipline. You need to be stricter. Or you're too strict. Screen time. Kids these days are always on devices. And here's the thing. These are all deeply personal parenting decisions. Every family is different. Every kid is different. What works for one family might not work for another. But people act like their way is the only way. Like, if you're not doing it exactly how they did it, you are doing it wrong. And that's judgmental. That's narrow-minded. That's assuming your experience is universal. It's not. And let's be real. Moms get this way more than dads. A dad can be out with his kid and people will praise him just for showing up. Oh, you're babysitting today? It's not babysitting when it's your own kid. That's called parenting. But a mom gets criticized for everything. Her kid is crying. She's not doing enough. Her kid is too quiet. Something must be wrong. She's on her phone. She's not paying attention. She's hovering. She's a helicopter parent. You can't win. No matter what you do, someone's going to have an opinion about it. So, here's what I want parents to hear. You don't have to accept unsolicited advice. You are allowed to set boundaries. You are allowed to tell people to back off. If someone gives you advice you didn't ask for, you can say, thanks, but I've got it handled. I appreciate your concern, but we're doing what works for our family. I didn't ask for advice. And if they keep pushing, you can be more direct. I need you to stop. This conversation is over. My parenting is not up for discussion. You don't have to be rude, but you do have to protect your peace. Because these people will keep giving advice as long as you let them. And to the people who give unsolicited parenting advice, stop. Just stop. Unless someone explicitly asks for your opinion, keep it to yourself. You don't know what that parent is dealing with. You don't know their kid. You don't know their situation. And your advice, no matter how well-intentioned, is not helpful. It's hurtful. If you genuinely want to help a parent, offer support, not criticism. Ask if they need anything. Offer to help in a specific way, or just say, "You're doing a great job." Because parents need to hear that. We need to hear that we're doing okay, that we are enough. We don't need your unsolicited advice. So, if you're a parent dealing with this, trust yourself. You know your kid better than anyone else. You're doing the best you can with what you have, and that's enough. Don't let other people's opinions make you doubt yourself. You've got this. That's it for today's episode of Raggedy Ass Bitch TV. If you're a parent, I see you, and you're doing amazing. If you're someone who gives unsolicited advice, reflect on that. Until then, stay raggedy, stay confident in your parenting, and remember, unless someone asks for your opinion, keep it to yourself. Peace.